friends. Today we are talking about weather. More specifically, we are talking about how to keep yourself safe when severe weather happens around you. So first we're going to start with the basics, knowing the hazards, knowing when to expect dangerous weather, being alert and ready, and having a plan to stay safe. So those 4 steps are the most important. Fast facts about tornadoes, which is one of our tornadoes often occur during the spring. And as we are now getting into the spring, it is very relevant for us to know and understand how to protect ourselves from any of these crazy storms happening. But we'll start with tornadoes first. Illinois they rank 4th for having the most tornadoes per square mile. So out of all the states that we have in the US, Illinois is 4th up there for having the most tornadoes, which is crazy, but it's something you should know. And yearly, Illinois usually has around 53 tornadoes that occur every year in Illinois. Last year, we had 63 tornadoes. The first thing that you will often see is a tornado watch. This might pop up while you're watching TV. It might come as a notification on your phone. You could have staff members who make you aware of this, but generally, if there is a tornado that is expected, you will find out through the tornado watch. The next thing that pops up is our tornado warnings. And tornado warnings are a step up, because tornado warnings are when someone actually spots a tornado and they see it and they let everyone know that there's a tornado coming. And if the tornado is near you or it's going to be coming near you, then you will get an emergency notification about tornadoes that are getting close to you. So one of the things that you can do to start protecting yourself is checking the weather before you leave. And generally, you should probably do that anyway, because you want to know how to properly dress for the weather. The first step to keeping yourself safe is just be aware of what the weather is going to be like. If it's going to be different from normal, anything crazy like rain, snow, it's always a good idea to know ahead of time so that you can prepare and be properly dressed and ready for the occasion. The second thing is finding out where your location is if there is a tornado to occur. Oftentimes this will be in a basement. Here at the office, we have our own designated tornado areas. And generally, if you're looking to keep yourself safe during a tornado, you're going to want to be in a room that has no windows. Being able to know where the nearest safety shelter is super important. During a tornado, if you are home, then either listen to the radio or watch the news, the Weather Channel, anything like that. That will give you the first updates. If you are in a situation where a tornado is coming, having pillows or mattresses or cushions to put over to protect your head and your neck are going to be super important, because you want to keep this whole area super just like safe, of course. Like I mentioned before, we have a designated storm shelter here at the office, and I will give you just a tiny little tour of where you can find that, just so you guys know where to go if there is a tornado. The next kind of storm is severe thunderstorms and lightning. Severe thunderstorms can produce tornadoes, damaging winds, lightning, hail, and or heavy rain. Where your safety spot is most important. Watching out, maybe watching the news, listening to the radio. Usually they will make you aware that there is some severe weather, and with that, it will let you know when you need to prepare yourself to take the precautions to not get caught in a storm. The next thing that we're going to talk about is what you should do to prepare. So in your emergency supply kit, you should have a battery-powered radio, weather alert radio, and flashlights with extra batteries, bottled drinking water, 1 gallon a day per person with at least a 3-day supply for each person in your household, at least a 3-day supply of canned or sealed foods that do not require refrigeration or cooking, first aid kit and manual, non-electric can opener and utility knife, mess kits or other basic eating and cooking utensils, paper towels, toilet paper, soap, detergent, household laundry bleach, a change of clothing and footwear per person, fire extinguisher, wrench and turning off your household gas and water, a signal flare, matches, whistles, a cell phone and a car charger, an extra set of car keys, credit cards, or cash, a list of family physicians, medications or special foods needed by family members such as insulin, heart medicine, dietetic food, and baby food. But do not store these in your kit for a long period of time. You're going to want to add those at the last minute. And so for the rest of our things, if we need it, formula, diapers, or bottles, denture needs, extra eyeglasses, contact lens supplies. You can store additional water by filling up bathtubs and sinks with water if an emergency is declared. And clean water is also available in toilet tanks, presuming chemicals and other cleaning agents are not used in the water tank. That one, don't worry about it, that one. Face masks are super important for each member of the family, and hand sanitizers. Now, if you have pets, there are some other things that you can keep in your kit. So, identification collar and rabies tag, a pet carrier or cage, a leash, medications, newspaper, litter and trash bags, a 2-week supply of food and water, and veterinary records if your pet has to go to a shelter for any reason. Now is going to be the fun part. The fun part for us is we're going to take a little tour, and I'm going to show you where your storm shelter is going to be located if you're in the office and some kind of crazy weather happens to come upon us, so that we're prepared, we know where our storm shelter is, and no one has to worry about anything. It will make the whole process a lot easier and a lot less scary if you know where your safe areas are. And we have a good amount of safe areas here at the office, so let's get into the tour.
So here in our DT area, we have multiple rooms that are considered tornado shelters if there is ever a severe weather warning. So our room here, the library, is one of our first ones. It's very big. As Shannon was talking about before, it does not have any windows to the outside. It's on the interior of the building, and we're technically in the lower level. So it checks all the boxes. We're gonna keep going. We have a couple more rooms. Our bathrooms are considered tornado shelters. Our coat closet, and the coffee club. So these are our tornado shelters. Now you know if we ever do a tornado drill or if there's severe weather while we're here at DT,